Hello dear students, welcome back. In this session, we are going to cover the examples given in exercise 3.1. As well, we are going to discuss the basic operations like addition of matrix, subtraction of matrices, multiplying a scalar to a matrix. Then we will see some simple examples using this. As well, we are going to discuss the properties of matrix addition and properties of scalar multiplication of a matrix. Yes, now quickly we are going to complete the examples here. They are very simple. Let me complete very quickly. First question, they are given a matrix, required to write order of the matrix, number of elements in the matrix. They are given, they are asking to find value of A13, A33, A23, A24, A24. Now, what is the order of matrix? Count how many number of rows are there? 3 rows are there. So, therefore, the number of rows 3, number of columns 4, therefore, order of the matrix is 3 by 4. Then number of elements they are asking. Either you can count or just by multiplying the number of rows and columns in this matrix. 3 into 4, 12. 12 elements are there. Now, A13 refers to what? Element of the matrix present in first row, third column. This is first row, column number 3. This is column 1, 2, 3. Which element it is? 19. So, therefore, A13 is 19. A33. Element present in third row, third column. What is that element? Minus 5. Then A23. Element present in second row, third column. This is second row, third column, namely 5 by 2. So, therefore, it is 5 by 2. Next, A24. Element present in second row, fourth column. Nothing but it is 12. Now, suppose if they are given A34, element present in third row, fourth column, namely 17. Next question. They are given matrix and they said this matrix is having 24 number of elements, then what are the possible orders of the matrices? How to find it? We have to find two natural numbers in such a way that their product gives us 24. That itself is the possible order of the matrix. So, the possible orders are, I can write (1 by 24) means it contains only one row, 24 columns. It will be containing 24 elements, or 24 by 1. 24 rows, only one column, means it is a column matrix, it is a row matrix. I can write 2 by 12, 2 rows, 12 columns, or 12 by 2, 3 by 8, 8 by 3, 4 by 6, 6 by 4. So, these are all the possible order of the matrix which contains 24 number of elements. Again, in the same question they mentioned, suppose if the matrix has 13 elements, then what are possible order? As 13 is a prime number, no factors available except 1 and itself, therefore, only two possible matrices exist. Namely, one is 1 by 13, another one is 13 by 1. That's it. In the next question, again they are given matrix contains 18 elements, then what are possible orders? So, think of two natural numbers, their product gives us 18. The possible factors I have to write. So, very easy, 1 by 18, 18 by 1, 2 by 9, 9 by 2, 3 by 6, 6 by 3. Suppose if the matrix having 15 elements, then possible orders are 1 by 15, 15 by 1, 3 by 5, another possibility is 5 by 3. In the next question, required to construct a matrix of order 2 by 2, whose elements are given by the rule Ai is equal to I plus j whole square divided by 2. Second one, third one. In all these three examples, I need to construct a 2 by 2 matrix. For that, the procedure is, first you write a general 2 by 2 matrix that you know already. A11, A12, first row elements, second row elements, A21, A22. Now take the first example. They are given Ai is equal to I plus j whole square divided by 2. I is varying from what to what? I can take what values? 1, 2. What I stands for? The first suffix of that element. First suffix of an element is row position. How many rows are there in the matrix? 2 rows. Therefore, I is varying from 1 to 2. What about j? Indicate column position. How many columns are there in this matrix? Again 2 columns. Therefore, j is varying from 1 to 2. That is what I written here. I is varying from 1 to 2, j is varying from 1 to 2. For all possible values of I and j, I had to calculate Ai's values. Now let me take I equal to 1, j equal to 1. Nothing but I am finding the value of A11. A11 is, it is 1 plus 1 whole square divided by 2. That is a 2 square, 4 divided by 2, 2. A12, it is 1 plus 2 whole square divided by 2. That is a 9 by 2. A21, it is a 2 plus 1 whole square by 2. That is 9 by 2. A22, 2 plus 2 whole square. That is a 4 square, 16. 16 by 2. Nothing but it is 8. Now I am ready with all these values. Now write the required matrices. Hence the required matrix is A equal to, what is the value of A11? 2. What is the value of A12? It is a 9 by 2. What is the value of A21? A21 is 9 by 2. And A22 is 8. This is how we have to construct the matrix. Now let me take the second one. Ai is equal to I by j. Okay, now sub question 2. They are given Aij as I divided by j. Here also required to construct 2 by 2 matrix only. General matrix we already written. Let me find out the values one by one. A11, I value is 1, j value is 1, 1 by 1, that is equal to 1. A12, I value is 1, j value is 2, rule says I by j, that is 1 by 2. A21, I value is 2, j value is 1, 2 by 1, that is 2. A22, I and j both are 2 and 2, 2 divided by 2, that is equal to 1. Values are ready. Now, required matrix is given by, replace A11 with its value, that is 1. A12 is 1 by 2. In the second row, A21, 2, A22, 1. In the third question, they are given Ai is equal to I plus 2j whole square by 2. Here also I and j both are varying from 1 and 2 because we are going to construct 2 by 2 matrix. A11, it is 1 plus 2 into 1 whole square by 2, that is 9 divided by 2. A12, it is 1 plus 4 whole square divided by 2 because 2 into j, 2 into 2, 4. 1 plus 4 whole square, that is 5 square, 25 divided by 2. A21, I value is 2, j value is 1. So 2 plus 2 into 1 whole square divided by 2. It is a 4 square, 16 by 2, that is 8. Now A22, it is a 2 plus 2 into 2, 4 whole square divided by 2. That is 6 square, 36 by 2. It is 18. Now we are ready with all the values of elements. Hence required matrix is A11 9 by 2, A12 25 by 2, A21 is 8, A22 is 18. That's it, very simple example. In fifth question also required to construct a matrix. Now the matrix order is 3 by 4, means there will be 12 elements. To find those 12 elements, they are given Aij is half of modulus of 3i minus j, and second one is Aij equal to 2 times of I minus j. As usual, to complete this example, first I have to write a general matrix of required order, that is 3 by 4 matrix, 3 rows, 4 columns. First row elements A11, A12, A13, A14. Similarly, second and third row elements I have written. Now let me make use of this rule to find out all these elements. Now let me start. A11 is 1 by 2 into 3 times of 1 minus 1. It is 3 minus 1, 2. Modulus of 2, 2. 2 divided by 2. That is equal to 1. Here, remember the values of I and j varying from what to what? How many rows are there? 1, 2, 3 rows. Therefore, I takes the value from 1 to 3. What about j? Number of columns 1, 2, 3, 4. So, it takes the value from 1 to 4. Now, let me go for finding A12. In this case, I value is 1, j value is 2. It is 3 into 1 minus 2. It is 3 minus 2. So, we get 1 by 2. A13, it is half of 3 minus 3, that is 0. A14, it is half of modulus of 3 minus, because 3 into 1, it is 3 minus 4. 3 minus 4 minus 1, because of modulus function, it becomes plus 1, 1 divided by 2. Now let me find the second row elements. A21, I value is 2, j value is 1. A21, it is half of modulus of 3 into 2 minus 1. It is 6 minus 1, 5. 5 divided by 2. A22, it is half of modulus of 3 into 2 minus 2. That is 6 minus 2, 4. 4 by 2, that is 2. A23, it is half of modulus of 3 into 2 minus 3. That is 6 minus 3, 3. 3 divided by 2. Then A24, it is half of modulus of 3 into 2 minus 4. We are using repeatedly this formula, 3i minus j. I is first suffix, j is second suffix. Now 6 minus 4, 2. 2 divided by 2, it is 1. So, we are ready with second row elements. Now, let me find third row elements. It is A31, it is half of 3 times of 3 minus 1, because it is 3i minus j. 9 minus 1, 8. 8 by 2, 4. A32, it is half of 3 times of 3 minus 2. It is a 9 minus 2, 7. 7 by 2. A33, half of 3 times of 3 minus 3. It is a 9 minus 3, 6. 6 by 2, it is 3. Finally, A34, half of 3 times of 3 minus 4. It is a 9 minus 4, 5. Modulus of 5, 5. 5 divided by 2. We are ready with all the elements of the matrix. Now, after getting this, below this, you have to write, therefore, required matrix A equal to, yes, now first row elements A11, A12, A13, A14. Here we listed 1, 1 by 2, 0, 1 by 2. 1, 1 by 2, 0, 1 by 2. First row elements. Second row elements, here they are 5 by 2, A22 is 2. A23 3 by 2. A24 1. Third row elements, that is A31, A32, A33, A34. Here they are. 4, 7 by 2, 3, 5 by 2. That completes the example. I hope now you are familiar with this procedure. With this, I hope you can complete the second one. Required to construct again 3 by 4 matrix whose each element is determined using Aij equal to 2i minus j. I hope easily you will be able to complete it. Okay. Next, in question number 6, they are given different equations. Equation means now they are referred as matrix equation because this equation contains matrices on both sides of the equation. So that is why they are matrix equation now. There it contains some unknowns. So required to find out the values of unknown using these equations. Now let us consider one by one. Consider first equation, matrix 2 by 2 matrix whose elements are 4 3 x 5. Second matrix, first row yz, second row 1 5. We already discussed about equality of matrices. When to say that two matrices are equal? Order and their corresponding elements must be equal. Here it is not question to check whether they are equal or not. They are already given. If these two are equal, then what are the values of x, y, z they are asking. Look at the order. Yes, order is same. Now, if these two matrices are equal means their corresponding elements must be equal. Therefore, now we have to equate their corresponding elements. Right? On equating, corresponding elements, we get so for this element 4, which is the corresponding element in the second matrix, y, these two are corresponding elements because this is present in first row first column, this y is also present in first row first column of the second matrix, therefore they are the corresponding elements. So I get 4 equal to y. Not only this, element corresponding to 3 in the second matrix is z, so therefore 3 equal to z. Now the corresponding element for x in the second matrix is 1. Obviously these two elements are equal, therefore required values are S x equal to 1, y equal to 4, z value is 3. Just by equating the corresponding elements, we are able to find the values of x, y, z. Now let us take the second one. Consider the equation, matrix equation, whose first row elements x plus y 2, second row elements 5 plus z, x into y. The second matrix whose elements 6 2, 5 8. As they are given, two matrices are equal. On equating corresponding elements, we get x plus y equal to 6 because for this element the corresponding element is 6. Similarly, for y plus z the corresponding element is 5. 5 plus z is 5, and another one is xy equal to 8. Clearly 5 plus z equal to 5 implies what? The value of z is 0. Now left with 1 and 2. I can write from 1 and 2 possible values are, on adding the sum must be 6 and multiplying the product must be 8. Yes, what are those numbers? I can write 4 and 2. So therefore, taking x equal to 4, y equal to 2. Therefore, required values are x equal to 4, y equal to 2 and z is 0. Otherwise, you can interchange these two values. You can take x as 2, y as 4. That is also correct. Now let me take the third equation. Consider third equation, matrix equation. In fact, it is a column matrix of order 3 by 1, 3 rows, only one column. Column elements x plus y plus z, x plus z, y plus z. On the right hand side of the equation, it is also column matrix of the same order, 3 by 1. On equating, corresponding elements, we get x plus y plus z is 9, mark it as equation 1. For this, corresponding element is 5, so x plus z is 5. Then finally y plus z is equal to 7. Now let me substitute the values of x plus z as 5 in equation 1. So I am replacing x plus z with what? 5. It implies 5 plus y equal to 9. This I written from equation 2. This implies value of y is what? 4. Now substitute y equal to 4 here. What do we get? 4 plus z is 7. It implies z is 3. Now substitute z equal to 3 here. Put z equal to 3. We get x plus 3 equal to 5. It implies x equal to 2. Hence, the solution is x equal to 2, y equal to 4 and z is 3. Just by equating the corresponding elements, we are able to get the equation containing those unknowns. Then the regular method of solving them, we applied elimination method here to get the values of x, y, z. For these values of x, y, z, these two matrices will be equal. That is what it means. Now we will take the next question. In 7th question, required to find values of 4 unknowns, namely a, b, c, d, whenever this equation is true. That is, two matrices are equal. Both side matrices of order 2 by 2. When to say that these two are equal, their corresponding elements are equal. So on equating corresponding elements, we get a minus b equal to minus 1, 2a minus b equal to 0. To this element, corresponding element is 0. 2a plus c is equal to 5. 3c plus d is equal to 13. Now there are 4 equations with 4 unknowns. I have to solve them. Observe these two. These two are equations in A and B. I can easily solve them. Consider equation 2 minus equation 1. I am subtracting 1 into 2a minus a minus b plus b cancels. 0 minus of minus 1, 1. I get the value of a as 1. Substitute a equal to 1 in equation 1. We get 1 minus b equal to minus 1. It implies b equal to 2. Substitute a equal to 1 here. Put a equal to 1 in equation 3. We get 2 plus c equal to 5. It implies c value is 3. Now put c equal to 3 in 4. We get it is a 9 plus d equal to 13. D equal to 4. Therefore, required values are a equal to 1, b equal to 2, c equal to 3 and d equal to 4. Very simple example. Now in 8th question, there are multiple choice questions. Straightforward one. They are given matrix A whose entries are Aij of order m by n is a square matrix. Yes, what is the condition for square matrix? Number of rows must be equal to number of columns. Number of row they are given m, number of columns n, so those two must be equal. So where it is? It is present in option C. When m is the same as n, then that rectangular matrix becomes square matrix. Next one. Which of the following given values of x and y make the following pair of matrices equal? Nothing but these two matrices are equal for what values of x and y? Now I equate these two because it is a 2 by 2 matrix. The second one is also 2 by 2 matrix. Now equating the corresponding elements, I get 3x plus 7 equal to 0. And 2 minus 3x must be equal to what? 3x. 2 minus 3x must be equal to 4. Now let me check what are the values of x. X equal to minus 7 by 3. Here we get 3x equal to minus 2, x equal to minus 2 by 3. Look at how many values of x you are going to get. 2 different values of x. It cannot be treated as a solution. Unique value should be there. Therefore, we have to say not possible to find the values of x and y such that these two matrices will become equal. Because when I substitute x equal to minus 7 by 3, of course these two elements will be equal, but definitely not this. Substitute x equal to minus 7 by 3 here, minus of minus plus, 3 cancels, 2 plus 7, 9, but their element is 4. In this way, no values of x and y can be determined so that these two matrices are equal. I hope it is clear. Finally, the number of all possible matrices of order 3 by 3 with each entry either by 0 or 1. It is quite interesting one. They are asking how many number of matrices exist, that too of order 3 by 3, means square matrix of order 3, with a restriction that whose elements must be either 0 or 1. Using 0 and 1 only, you need to construct different matrices. How many 3 by 3 matrices you can construct? They are given different options, 27, 18, 81 and 512. Now, how we can construct the required matrix? Let me write some of them. Just to get an idea, I am writing the required matrix. A 3 by 3 matrix I have to write. 3 rows, 3 columns I have to write. I cannot write my own numbers. Restriction is either you have to write 0 or you have to write 1 to all the position. So this is one of the possible matrix. Let me construct one more. I will change one element. So I will replace with 1. Definitely these two matrices are different because their corresponding elements are not equal. So they are different matrix. Required to construct all possible matrices of order 3 by 3 whose entries are either 0 or 1. This is the second one. Now let me write one more. This is third one, different from 1 and 2. Let me construct one more. Clearly it is different from the earlier 3. Like this, how many number of matrices it is possible to construct? That is what is the question. So it can be easily solved with the help of fundamental principle of counting. How we can do it? Is here each and every position of this matrix can take either 0 or 1. Means each position of the matrix can be filled in two ways, either by 0 or 1. Even it is true for all other positions. How many elements are there? 9. Each of those 9 elements can be filled with how many? 2 possible ways. First one, 2 possible ways. Second element, 2 possible ways. Like this, 9th one is also in 2 possible ways. Now apply fundamental principle of counting. Multiply all those numbers. You are going to get 2 to the power of 9. Means there exist 2 to the power of 9 number of 3 by 3 matrices whose each entry either will be 0 or 1. How much 2 to the power of 9? It is 512. So with this, the examples in exercise 3.1 completed. I hope all the examples are followed. They are very simple questions. Now we are going to discuss the basic operations on matrices. First one, addition of matrices. In order to add 2 matrices, the condition is order of both the matrices must be same. If the order of 2 matrices are same, then their matrix addition is defined. Otherwise, we cannot add such 2 matrices. Let me take 2 matrices of the same order. So first matrix is of order 2 by 3. Let me write one more matrix. Clearly it is also of the order 2 by 3. Say first matrix is A, second matrix is B. Once the matrices are found to be of the same order, definitely we can add those 2 matrices. Addition is defined. Question is, what is the result? What is the sum of these 2 matrices? On adding 2 matrices, the resulting sum is also another matrix. What is the order of that resulting matrix? Same order, 2 by 3. So, a result is also a 2 by 3 matrix of the same order. Now question is, how to obtain the elements in the resulting matrix? Rule says you have to add the corresponding elements of these matrices. Corresponding elements means with respect to their position. Now, element 1 of the first matrix, which is the corresponding element in the second matrix, 7. So now I require to add these two. Their sum I have to write here. It is 1 plus 7. Next, 2, 6 are corresponding elements. This is an element of first row, second column. This is element of second matrix present in first row, second column. We are adding the corresponding elements. Where to write? In the same position. In the resulting matrix, first row, second column position I have to write. It is a 2 plus 6. Now, this element, first row, third column, first row, third column. The elements are 3 and 5. So I have to write 3 plus 5. Next, 4 and 4 are corresponding elements. So write 4 plus 4. Then 1, 3, 1 plus 3, 2, 1, 2 plus 1. Now simplify and rewrite this matrix. 1 plus 7, 8, 8, 8, 8, 4, 3. So this is what the resulting matrix. Very simple procedure. When two matrices are given, first we need to check whether their orders are same or not. If the orders are found to be same, then by just adding their corresponding elements, you are going to get one more matrix. Very simple procedure to find sum of two matrices. Now let me write in general. A is a matrix whose entries are Aij. B is another matrix whose entries are Bij. Both A and B are matrices of the same order, say that is m by n. Then their sum is defined to be another matrix C, whose entries are Cij. What is the order of resulting matrix? M by n only. Where what this Cij is? Cij is element of matrix C, which is nothing but sum of A and B. Cij is element of matrix C present in ith row, jth column. How are you able to get this? 4. This is element of matrix C present in second row, third column. How to obtain this? By adding two elements, 1 and 3. From where you are taken? 1 is taken from first matrix present in second row, second column. 3 is taken from second matrix. It is present in second row, second column of the second matrix. Now I are adding those two. So therefore, Cij is Aij plus Bij. We are adding ijth element of first matrix, ijth element of second matrix. Their sum will give us the ijth element of resulting matrix. So in general, we can represent like this. Cij is equal to Aij plus Bij for all values of ing. For all values of ing means here I is varying from what to what? 1 to 2, because there are two rows. J is varying from 1 to 3. J can vary from 1 to 3 because there are 3 columns are there. So this is the procedure of adding two matrices. Now let us consider multiplication of matrix by scalar. Suppose I took matrix A as a 2 by 3 matrix I considered. Let me take a scalar k is equal to, say maybe 3 by 2. Then k into A. A is matrix, k is one real number. We are trying to multiply a real number and a matrix. What is the product of these two? We are ending with another matrix. of order A. So A is of order 2 by 3. And considering k times of A, you are ending with another matrix of the same order, that is 2 by 3. Then how to obtain this? Here the value of k is 3 by 2. We are finding 3 by 2 times of A. How to write the element? Each element of the matrix must be multiplied with that scalar. That is 1 into 3 by 2, 2 into 3 by 2, 3 into 3 by 2, 4 into 3 by 2, 5 into 3 by 2, 6 into 3 by 2. Write the resulting matrix. 1 into 3 by 2 is 3 by 2, 2 times of 3 by 2 is 3, 3 times of 3 by 2 9 by 2, 4 times of 3 by 2 6, 5 times of 3 by 2 15 by 2, 6 times of 3 by 2 9. So order of the resulting matrix is 2 by 3. Very simple procedure. A matrix of any order is given and a scalar is given. To multiply these two, procedure is you multiply that scalar with all the elements of the matrix. This is the scalar multiplication of a matrix. In general, how we can write? If A is a matrix whose entries are Aij, K is any scalar, K into A is defined to be another matrix of order m by n. This is equal to a matrix whose elements are k times of Aij. Each element of the matrix A is multiplied with A, and order of this resulting matrix is m by n. Very simple procedure. I hope you followed this. Addition of matrix, order must be same. Then adding the corresponding elements, you are ending with another matrix of the same order. And multiplication of matrix by scalar means multiply all the elements of the matrix by that given scalar. Now let us take a negative of a matrix. If A is any matrix, then minus A itself is called negative of the given matrix C. Whatever may be the order of the matrix, it need not be square matrix, it can be any rectangular matrix. If A is any matrix, minus A is called as negative of the matrix A. And how to define this? It is defined as minus A equal to minus 1 time of A. Nothing but the scalar we are taken as minus 1. When matrix is given, you multiply all the elements of the matrix by minus 1. The resulting matrix itself is called as negative of the given matrix. As an example here, in this case, if I take k value as minus 1, if you take k value as minus 1, then what would be the resulting matrix? Multiply all these elements by minus 1. You will get minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6. This is how we have to generate the negative of a given matrix. Next, difference of matrices. Just like addition, here also the order of both the matrix must be same. In order to find difference, instead of adding the corresponding elements, we need to take the difference of those. Now here, let me take the same question here, same example. This is matrix A, say this is matrix B, and this is the resulting matrix C. Instead of addition now, I am writing minus. A minus B is equal to 1 minus 7, 2 minus 6, 3 minus 5, 4 minus 4, 1 minus 3, 2 minus 1. What are the entries in the resulting matrix? It is minus 6, minus 4, minus 2, 0, minus 2, 1. I hope it is clear. Now, if A is a matrix whose entries are Aij and B is another matrix whose entries Bij, both are matrices of the same order m by n, then A minus B is defined to be another matrix C, where C equal to matrix whose entries are Cij of order m by n, where Cij is equal to what now? Aij minus Bij. Subtract the corresponding elements of the matrix. You are ending with one more new matrix that itself is a difference of A and B. So this is what difference of matrix, just like addition of matrix. Now we'll see what are the properties of matrix addition. Clearly, matrix addition is commutative. If A and B are matrices of the same order, then A plus B is equal to B plus A. Just like when two real numbers, x and y are taken, x plus y is same as y plus x. Add x to y or add y to x, both the sum will remain same. Here also, if A and B are found to be matrices of the same order, then A plus B and B plus A ends with the same resulting matrix. Therefore, addition of matrices is commutative. Similarly, it satisfies associative law also. If A, B and C, three matrices are of the same order, then A plus B plus C is same as A plus of B plus C. Matrix addition is associative. Existence of additive identity. Let us see what this additive identity means. So this is matrix A. A matrix is said to be additive identity with respect to addition. That matrix, when it is added to that A, the resulting matrix must be same as A, or that unknown matrix plus A should also end with the same matrix. Can you guess what would be the missing matrix here? Yes, definitely it must be a null matrix. Let me add null matrix for this. Let me consider A plus O. A is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. I have to consider null matrix of the same order as that of A. Null matrix means 0 matrix. Matrix whose each entry is 0. Order must be same. Now let us add these two matrices. 1 must be added to 0. 1 plus 0, 1. 2 plus 0, 2. 3 plus 0, 3. In this way, all the elements will remain same. They are not going to disturb. This is equal to A. So, since A plus O gives us A, as well O plus A ends with A, this null matrix or zero matrix is treated as additive identity. So here with respect to addition, there exists additive identity. Null matrix is taken as additive identity. Next, existence of additive inverse. What is additive inverse of matrix A? Now I took the same matrix A, on adding some matrix say B or that unknown matrix B, when it is added to A, I should end with identity matrix, additive identity, that is a null matrix I have to get. On adding which matrix with A, you are ending with additive identity matrix, that is a null matrix you are going to get. Let us see that now. So this is matrix A. Now let me write A plus of minus A. What minus A? Negative of A. How to obtain negative of A? Just multiply all the elements of matrix A by minus 1. First let me write matrix A. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Plus negative of A, multiply all these elements by minus 1. It is minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 1, 2. Now let us add these two matrices. Corresponding elements I have to add. 1 plus of minus 1, 0. 2 plus of minus 2, 0. Like this all the entries reduces to 0. And that is equal to null matrix. Not only A plus minus A gives us 0, even minus A plus A also gives us O, that is null matrix. So here this matrix B is what? Minus A. For each matrix A of order m by n, there exists its negative, that is a minus A, such that on adding those two, I am ending with additive identity element. So therefore, minus A is called as additive inverse of A. If A is any matrix, which is the additive inverse of matrix A? It is minus A. So additive inverse of A is minus A. So for all the matrices of order m by n, its additive inverse exists. That is why existence of additive inverse is also satisfied. Finally, properties of scalar multiplication. Suppose you are taken two constants k and L. K plus L times of matrix A is the same as k times of A plus L times of A, or k times of A plus B, where A and B are matrices, k is a scalar. K times of A plus B is the same as Ka plus Kb. It means k times of A plus B means what? How to find out this resulting matrix? First I have to add A and B matrices. For that resulting matrix, I have to multiply with k. This found to be same as k times of A plus k times of B. I hope you followed these properties. Basic operations we discussed, that is addition of matrix. What is the condition? You are not supposed to add any two matrices. First you have to look at order of both the matrix. If the order of both the matrix are same, then definitely we can add them. How to get the sum? The sum is also another matrix of the same order as that of A and B. Here if A is 2 by 3 matrix, B is 2 by 3 matrix, the resulting matrix C is also 2 by 3 matrix. How to obtain the elements in the resulting matrix? By adding the corresponding elements of A and B. Difference of matrices means instead of addition we had to take subtraction. Negative of a matrix means if A is a matrix, minus of that matrix itself is negative. Scalar multiplication of a matrix means one is real number, another is matrix. The product of these two is also a matrix. How to obtain the resulting elements? By multiplying all the elements of the given matrix by that scalar. Then properties of addition. It satisfies commutative. If A and B are any matrices of the same order, A plus B same as B plus A. Addition of matrix is associative. Existence of identity is there. Existence of additive. Inverse is also there. And finally, the properties of scalar multiplication. K plus L times of A is Ka plus La. K times of A plus B is the same as Ka plus Kb. With this, now we'll take simple examples based on these operations. Let us take those examples. Now, by knowing the basic operation like matrix addition, scalar multiplication, difference of matrix, let us try to solve some simple examples. Here, in this example, they are given two matrices A and B. Required to find a matrix X. X is of course unknown, it is not element of the matrix. This is a matrix because capital X I am written. It is a matrix. Required to find a matrix such that satisfying this equation, that is a 2 times of matrix A, when it is added to 3 times of unknown matrix X, the resulting sum should be 5 times of matrix B. Such a matrix it is required to find out. Now, the procedure for this, I will start with this equation. Consider 2 times of A plus 3 times of X is equal to 5 times of B. On both sides of the equation, I am going to add minus 2A. 2A plus 3 times of X minus 2A is equal to 5B minus 2A. Now first let me add these two. 2 times of A, multiplying all the elements of matrix by 2, you are ending with some matrix. Say assume that it is C, matrix C minus matrix C. So I took some matrix C minus C, minus of the same matrix. You cannot cancel these two matrices and write it as 0. It is not 0. Let us see why it is not 0. I am subtracting two matrices. On subtracting two matrices, you are not ending with real number, you are ending with another matrix. 1 minus 1, 0, 2 minus 2, 0, 3 minus 3, 0, 4 minus 4, 0. You are ending with what? Another matrix. Namely, it is null matrix, 0 matrix. Similarly here, 2A minus 2A will give us what? Null matrix. That is O plus 3 times of X equal to 5B minus 2A. Now add null matrix to 3x. What you are ending with? 3x only, because it is additive identity element. So therefore, on adding this additive identity to any matrix, it is not going to change. That is a 3 times of x equal to 5a minus 2a. Now I need x. Therefore, x equal to 1 by 3 times of 5b minus 2a. Now let us substitute A and B matrices, they are given. Simplify, you are ending with the required matrix. So matrix X is 1 by 3 times of 5 times of B, 5 times of matrix B. It is 2 minus 2, 4, 2 minus 5, 1 minus 2 times of matrix A. Here it is matrix A. First row elements 8, 0, 4 minus 2. It is 3, 6. That is 1 by 3 times of Now 5 times of this matrix, scalar multiplication of a matrix, multiply all these elements by 5. So what you are going to get? 10, minus 10, 20, 10, minus 25, 5. Minus 2 times of this matrix, multiply all the elements by 2. It is 16, 0, 8, minus 4, 6, 12. Now the difference of these two matrices, both are 3 by 2 matrices. Subtracting the corresponding elements, 1 by 3 times of matrix, 10 minus 16 minus 6, minus 10 minus 0 minus 10, 20 minus 8, 12, 10 plus 4, because minus of minus 4 plus 4, 10 plus 4, it is 14, minus 25 minus 6, minus 31, 5 minus 12, minus 7. So in this way, the resulting elements are, it is minus 2, because I am multiplying all the elements by 1 by 3, 1 by 3 times of minus 6, minus 2, and 1 by 3 times of minus 10, minus 10 by 3, 1 by 3 times of 12, 4, 1 by 3 times of 14, 14 by 3, 1 by 3 times of minus 31, minus 31 by 3, minus 7 by 3. So this is what the matrix X is. I hope it is followed. They are given this equation to find unknown matrix satisfying this equation. We started with that. Our job is to solve X. So we added minus 2a both side. 2a minus 2a null matrix plus 3x is 3x. So on dividing the equation by 3, I get matrix X is 1 by 3 times of 5b minus 2a. Find out 5 times of b, find out 2 times of a, take the difference of those two, then multiply all those elements by 1 by 3. That itself is the resulting matrix. I hope it is followed. Now let me take another question here. Required to find values of x and y from this equation. Again, a matrix equation is given. Unknown is present as element of the matrix now. Required to find element of the matrix satisfying this equation. Now let us start with this equation. So this is the given equation. Start with writing, consider that matrix equation. Look at here, 2 times of this matrix is there. Let me simplify. Multiply all the elements of this matrix by 2. You are going to get another 2 by 2 matrix. So it is 2 times of x, 2 times of 5, 10, 2 times of 7, 14, 2 times of y minus 3. It is 2y minus 6 plus, write this matrix as it is. First row elements 3 minus 4, 1, 2 is equal to first row elements 7, 6, second row elements 15, 14. Further, I simplify the LHS. Look at here, it is square matrix of order 2. Second one is also square matrix of order 2. In between plus is there, means I have to add these two matrices. What is the procedure to add? Add the corresponding elements. 2x plus 3 is the resulting element. 10 minus 4. Then 14 plus 1. 2y minus 6 plus 2 is equal to 7, 6, 15, 14. Now on the left hand side, one matrix. On the right hand side, another matrix. Both are square matrices of order 2. If these two matrices are equal, means their corresponding elements must also same. So on equating, corresponding elements, we get 2x plus 3 equal to 7. This is a 10 minus 4, 6 is same as 6. No need to write. Wherever unknown is there, you try to equate those. This is 15, 15. Of course, they are equal. Now write this. 2y minus 6 plus 2. It is a 2y minus 4 is equal to 14. Now simplify for x and y. 2x equal to 4. It implies x equal to 2. 2y equal to 18. Y equal to 9. Hence the solution. Here a matrix equation was given. Some elements are unknown. Required to find the elements of the matrix such that it satisfies that equation. We simplified on the LHS. We obtained a single matrix. On the right hand side, only one matrix is there. No need to simplify. We keep on writing that matrix as it is. Finally, we end with equation containing matrices on both sides of the same order. They are equal means their corresponding elements must be same. So by equating the corresponding elements, we are able to find the values of unknown. Let me take one more example. Here required to find x and y. They are matrices. Two matrices are unknown, but some information about those matrices, on adding those two unknown matrix, you are going to get this 5209. On subtracting y in x, the difference of those matrices will give us this matrix 360 minus 1. Now our job is to find those matrices x and y. It is very simple, just like solving simultaneous equation. Two equations, two unknowns. There x and y means a real number, but here x and y means they are matrices. That is the only one change. Now let me mark the given equations as 1 and 2. I consider equation 1 plus equation 2. I am adding these two equations. X plus y plus x minus y. LHS of the equation added. On the RHS, matrices are there. 5209 plus 360 minus 1. Now here matrix y minus y. When same matrix subtracted itself, what you are ending with? Null matrix. X plus x. How much you get? 2 times of x. Y plus of minus y. O, null matrix, is equal to. Add these two matrices, adding the corresponding elements. 5 plus 3. 2 plus 6. 0 plus 0. 9 minus 1. Now 2x plus o, any matrix is added with null matrix, you are ending with the same matrix. 2x is equal to 5 plus 3 8, 2 plus 6 8, 0 8. I need x, so therefore x is half of, I am dividing the entire equation by 2, so half of this matrix. Scalar multiplication of a matrix. Multiply all the elements of the matrix by 1 by 2. So what you are ending with? It is 4, 4, 0, 4. So I am ready with matrix X. Required to find out matrix Y. How I can get Y? Two methods now. Here in order to get what we did, we eliminated Y. In order to get Y, I had to eliminate X. That is one method. Otherwise, you substitute this matrix X in any one of these equations. Now let me do that. I am substituting this matrix X in equation 1. From equation 1, we have x plus y equal to x plus y equal to matrix 5 to 0, 9. We established what is matrix X. Substitute. Therefore, matrix X is first row 4, 4, second row 0, 4. Plus Y, it is still unknown, required to be determined, equal to matrix 5 to 0, 9. I need Y. So, I am subtracting this matrix both sides. Or I can write simply Y equal to matrix 5 to 0, 9 minus matrix 0, 4, 4, 4, 0, 4. I hope you get an idea how we are able to return this. Here we have X plus Y equal to that matrix. Then we need Y, so Y equal to 5 to 0, 9 minus matrix X. Then that X matrix has to be written one and the same. Initially I written X, then I send that matrix to right hand side. It becomes a negative of that, or on adding negative of that matrix both side, I am going to get this equation. Now Y equal to 5 minus 4, 2 minus 4, we are subtracting, taking the difference, 0 minus 0, 9 minus 4. Therefore, matrix Y equal to 5 minus 4, 1, 2 minus 4, minus 2, 0, it is 5. So, what I did here in order to get Y, I substituted matrix X in 1, or you can substitute in 2 also. Otherwise, you can use elimination method. To get Y, eliminate X. How to eliminate X from these two equations? Now I consider equation 1 minus equation 2. We get X plus Y minus of X minus Y. LHS we subtracted. RHS. It is 5 2, 0 9 minus second matrix 3 6, 0 minus 1. Now here X minus X, we are subtracting X in X. You are ending with null matrix O. Y plus Y, 2 times of Y equal to, subtracting the corresponding elements, 5 minus 3 2, 2 minus 6 minus 4, 0 minus 0 0, 9 plus 1 10. 2y plus y is how much? 2y. 2y plus o is 2y equal to, on the right hand side matrix 2 minus 4, 0 10. So y equal to half of matrix 2 minus 4, 0 10. Therefore, matrix Y is half of that entire matrix, nothing but scalar multiplication of a matrix. Multiply all the elements by 1 by 2. So, it is 1 minus 2, 0 5. In the earlier example, in the earlier method, what we did? We substituted matrix X simplified for Y. Need not be do it like this. You can go for eliminating that unwanted matrix. X is already determined, Y I had to get, so I eliminated X by subtracting 2 in 1. So, this is the method. I hope you followed. 2 equations they are given, X plus Y equal to some matrix, X minus Y equal to some matrix, where X and Y are unknown matrices. To find those matrices, this is the procedure you have to follow, just like solving the simultaneous equations. Okay, in the next video class we are going to discuss the multiplication of matrices. What is the condition to multiply two matrices? How to obtain the resulting matrix? And the properties of multiplication we will discuss in the next class. Thank you.